This is your homework helper, Mrs. Anderson. Today I will help you with Lesson 7, Hands-on Location. Hands-on map locations. All right, let's look at the homework helper first. You can use grid paper like this to represent locations on a map. The map shows locations of animals at an aquarium. Describe how Dashiell can walk from the aquarium entrance to the giant octopus, penguins, and sharks in that order. Here's the aquarium entrance. The first place is from the aquarium to the giant octopus, then to the penguins, then to the sharks. Okay, so from the door labeled aquarium entrance, Dashiell will walk 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right, and 2 units up to get to the giant octopus. And from the dotted labeled giant octopus, Dashiell walks 2 units to the left to get to the penguins. And from the penguins, Dashiell walked 2 units up and 1 unit to the left to get to the sharks. So, for number 1, we're going to look at this very same map and put the squid exhibit in. The squid exhibit is located 3 units east of the sharks. So if we write up here north, south, west, and east, you're going to start at the sharks. Start at the sharks and go 3 units east. So here's the sharks going 3 units east. I would go 1, 2, 3, and then put a circle. And then I need to write the name of this exhibit. This exhibit is the squid exhibit. And then the question is, how many units north of the giant octopus is the squid exhibit? Here's the octopus. I count how many units I would have to go north. 1, 2 to get to the squid. So the answer is 2. So you basically have, you need to answer this question. How many units north of the giant octopus is the squid exhibit? All right, we're going to use this map of Megamart for exercises 2, 3, 5. The aisles and rows of Megamart are represented by the vertical and horizontal lines on the map. So we have to stay on the lines. We're not able to cut through because those would be like shelves. Describe the path you would take to get from the entrance to the meat section. Here's the entrance, and you need to get to the meat section. So you're just going to describe how many units you move this way. Okay. You can say right and left, or you can say north, south, west, and east. So if I go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going 4 units to the east. And then if I go up 1 here, that was 1 unit to the north, and then I would write that down. Number 3, after picking up some steaks and hamburgers, here I am at meats, you decide to pick up some vegetables. How many total units do you need to move to get to the vegetable section? Here's the vegetable section. So I need to figure out, looks like I can go this way or I can go this way, either way. So I need to explain what I do, how many units I move and which direction, and then how many units I move and which direction, and then count how many total units I moved. Okay, Rebecca and Lance enter Megamart and walk to 2 different sections. Rebecca walks to the cereal section, and Lance walks to the frozen foods. So Rebecca's going to cereal, and Lance is going to frozen foods. Who walks farther? You need to explain why. So they're both here. Rebecca's going to go to cereal, so you need to count how many units she goes. And Lance is going to frozen foods, so you'll need to count how many units he will go to get to frozen foods. Then you will write down who walks farther and then explain. And you can explain who walks farther simply by telling how many units both Rebecca and Lance walk. And number 5, how many total units would you walk from the entrance to the pet food section? Okay, so you're going to start at the entrance and go to the pet food section. You count how many units this way and how many units this way. So you need to know the total units and then you need to explain. And you explain, here would be like your total units. And then explaining, you could say how many units to the east and how many units to the north. And that would explain how you got this total units. Thanks for watching this homework helper video. If you have questions, feel free to ask me tomorrow at school.